Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of That's a Wrap. I'm Caboose.
I'm Into the Answer.
And today what we got for you guys here is our countdown to Endgame. It is back. We took a week hiatus because you had a kid.
Yes, you became an uncle. Yes.
I became an uncle. He's become a father, so congratulations.
Thank you.
But yeah, so we took a week off because of that. We hope you guys understand. We're still back though now. We're talking more Avengers Endgame. And today we're going to be talking about Captain Marvel and how her film leads in to Avengers Endgame.
We got a bit of a special episode today, Caboose, because we were able to watch the movie, and we've got a lot that we can freely talk about.
That's right.
I'm sure you were going to emphasize that there's going to be some spoilers.
Yes.
Yes.
This video will contain major spoilers for Captain Marvel. If you have not seen the film yet, we highly recommend, first of all, that you go out and see the movie and just have the willpower not to spoil yourself here. Go see the movie, watch our non-spoiler review, and then come back to this video where we talk about how her film leads in to Avengers Endgame. A couple more housekeeping things to do. Once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support, and we would really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And then we wanted to remind you guys the contest is back. We are going to be doing the contest that we've been doing for the past 2 months for the Avengers game and Endgame countdown. Leave your comments, leave your topics and theories, things that you want us to cover on this series. And at the end of the month, we're going to be picking a winner to be selected to win a prize, as well as covering their topic on this channel.
Yeah, and we're getting real close to the movie coming out. So.
Yeah, all right. Housekeeping out of the way. One last spoiler warning to give. Are you sticking around? Okay, you've seen the movie then. All right.
Away we go.
Captain Marvel. How does her film lead into Avengers Endgame? Well, if you've watched the movie, then you know exactly how.
Yes.
That post-credit scene
was a bomb.
It was huge.
Yes.
One of the coolest post-credit scenes I think we've gotten in a Marvel movie.
It definitely was one of the coolest. The way they did it, and because, I liked the movie, I didn't love it. That post-credit scene, I needed it.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Oh, yeah. 100%. That post-credit scene was so cool. It was just completely, we all kind of expected that the post-credit scene would give us a look at basically, I thought, honestly, all I thought it was going to be was her having her pager and she just sees the message from Nick Fury. I thought that's all it was going to be. But no, we see what I think is a direct scene from Avengers Endgame.
I think it's early in Avengers Endgame, which I'm happy. The mystery around, is she going to come down, save the day in a big battle? I think that's all gone. She's already going to be there with the team. And away we go. And obviously, she really developed the bond with Nick Fury.
Yes.
Because that's the only question she has. She doesn't know what's going on in the world or anything.
Right.
But it goes to show how important Nick Fury is to her.
Right. The first thing she says is, where's Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was great. It also is worth mentioning, Cap still has a beard during this entire scene. And I think that's actually, it sounds so silly to be like, Cap has a beard,
No,
that we're making a big deal.
All the other trailers we saw, he doesn't.
Right. So it's really important because everything we've seen so far from the marketing from Endgame, Cap is clean shaven.
Yes.
So because he still has a beard and because it's rumored that everything we've seen so far comes from like the first 15-20 minutes of the film, this could be like the very first scene of the movie. Honestly, we could see this post-credit scene in Avengers Endgame be the opening, and then right when she says, "Where's Fury?" Marvel logo.
I was thinking the same thing because two things are going to happen here. The moment she drops that, they're going to try and give her an explanation. This and this happened in the world. And she's going to hear it out. Where's Thanos? I want him right now.
Yeah.
Or she's not going to hear any of it. There's going to be this kind of tussle. And she's going to fly away on her own. I'll go find Fury. I'll go take care of this. When they're trying to explain her all these events that went down.
I think what will happen is we get this as the first scene. We get the Marvel logo. And then it'll just cut to them all talking. Just them explaining to Captain Marvel, this is what happened. And I think that quote from Black Widow in the teaser trailer where she says Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out half of all living creatures. I think she's talking to Captain Marvel during that scene in the teaser trailer. And it's so interesting to speculate now because of how early it seems that she shows up. Yes. Is she CGI'd out in some of the marketing we've already seen for the movie?
It certainly looks like it now because it looks like she is going to appear early in this movie. There's no doubt about it. And I think you did mention, Caboose, she has a new costume that we can see there in that scene. And that looked pretty cool. We just got a very quick glimpse of it, but the new costume is
She's been Russo'd in this movie. She has a brand new costume. And she looks great.
And I think I could freely say I think we're going to get the best version or a much better version of Captain Marvel in this movie. As we mentioned, there was no action. There wasn't a lot of action. She just photon blasted everybody. That's really all she did. So I think in this movie we're going to see some new powers. We're going to see some new things. And I think we're going to see her use some of her powers with other Avengers members.
For sure. And you know what? I don't want to say it as some sort of disrespect to the directors or the writers of Captain Marvel. I think it just has to do with the timeline,
Of course, it has to do that way because it was more of an origin story.
And she was just barely getting to hone her skills in by the end of Captain Marvel. So when it comes to Endgame, it's been now like 20 years since she's been gone, so she's probably perfected her skills at this point. Yes. She knows how to utilize her powers.
That is a phenomenal point, because in Captain Marvel, they keep on saying control your emotions, control your emotions. She's had 20 years to do that now.
Yeah, exactly.
So the powers are going to be there. Like, we're going to see some super stuff from her in this movie. Yeah,
for sure.
She's going to kick some serious ass.
For sure.
While I say that, Caboose, and I told you this, I don't want her to take away any gusto from the OGs. Yes. I really don't. And I'm worried about it because we know how powerful she is, and she's going to make an impact. I could even go on the record as saying, I hope for a little time there if Thanos knocks her out or something. I don't want her sweeping up the carpet with everybody.
I don't think she's going to...
I'm just too attached to the OGs.
I understand.
And I want them to be the focal point.
You don't even need to say the OGs. You're just too attached to Cap. Okay? Let's just be honest.
Call it like it is. The guy's the greatest.
Let's just be honest here. But yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from, because you know what? At the same time, though, I think the Russos get it too.
I think
they said they do. There was something Kevin Feige was talking about as well, where it was very purposeful who got dusted in the decimation.
There is no doubt about that.
It was very purposeful because they wanted this film to be about the original Avengers, the team that started it all. Yes. So I think she won't necessarily play like second fiddle or anything.
Right.
But I don't think she's going to steal the spotlight from the original Avengers.
Yeah, well, I hope not.
I think she still will have some really cool kick-ass moments. She's definitely going to be one of the powerhouses to fight Thanos. Yes. Her and Thor and Hulk, they're the most powerful Avengers right now, so it's going to be up to them.
Captain America.
Come on,
but anyway,
come on. But yeah, so they're going to be very key factors to actually like dealing some blows and weakening Thanos. So I think that they're going to be very important in that role. But at the same time, it's going to be all about the OG Avengers, so I don't think you have anything to worry about.
So I think, Caboose, this also puts away the theory that looks like she's not going to be the one to save Tony.
Yeah, okay, so my theory has always been that I think she's going to be the one that shows up to save Tony Stark from that ship, and it could potentially be disproving that theory, but I have another theory about how she still could be the one.
Let's hear it.
So we heard from a friend of ours, Christian, who we go to a lot of our screenings with. He gave us this theory, and I've seen it online a lot as well. There is that scene at the end of the Avengers Endgame teaser where they're watching that message from Scott Lang from Ant-Man. What if it's a misdirect? What if it's not them actually watching that message from Ant-Man, but they're actually hearing the message from Tony in space?
Very, very good point. And I'll tell you, the Russos, expected. The whole timeline thing, they always trick us with that. They trick us with that big time.
And that would be the best misdirect, because that scene still works in tandem with Ant-Man's little message on the screen. But if you see it as Tony being the one who is sending that message and them reacting to that, then it kind of spoils how all that stuff's going to go down, you know? So I think that could be the misdirect going on here. And I think Captain Marvel is in that room when that message is sent. She gets the coordinates, and they're like, can you save our friend? And she goes up and helps him.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm just wondering how that moment of that 5-10 minutes when she comes out, how that dialogue's going to be between them. Because she's pissed right now. She's looking for Fury.
And she doesn't know who these people are.
They don't know who they are, and they have no idea who she is. Maybe she's going to do something like show her power, and they know that she's a hero. I don't... Because the people in that room... They don't have any kind of magical powers, right? There's no Scarlet Witch in there. There's no Iron Man suit in there.
Yeah, it's just Rhodey, Cap, and Black Widow.
You know what I mean? Cap is the greatest one in there. So, So, I don't know how that's going to go down. And
well, I'll tell you, because I think that they're going to trust her more than she'll trust them, because they've been keeping an eye on that pager.
Absolutely.
And they know that it came from Fury.
Absolutely.
So once they see that it turns off and she shows up, they're going to be like, oh, okay, so this is who Fury was trying to contact.
Absolutely.
She's going to be the one.
The only way maybe the trust will be developed if they show something or tell them, hey, we know who Fury is. We work for them for many, many years. Then they'll be like, okay, so you do. Let's all work together to find out. But when she finds out that maybe he's disappeared or whatever, I think she might even get more upset. But we'll have to see how that's going to play out.
Totally agree. And then there's also a lot of shots that we've seen so far in the Endgame marketing where Captain Marvel potentially fits in and it's just been CGI'd out. For instance, the Super Bowl spot. We see at the end of that spot, there's a lineup of Avengers walking out. She is probably standing there.
A lot of speculation is that she is standing there.
She's probably standing there. There's another shot in the Super Bowl spot where it's like Cap and a bunch of other people are walking outside and they're looking up at something. She could potentially be in that shot as well.
Don't put this past the Russos because they messed us all up when we saw Hulk running with them in Infinity War. And he never turned Hulk in that movie. So,
a lot of misdirect marketing could be going on with Endgame now.
And that's what we love about it.
That's what I totally love that. Some people think that is a really bad thing. I love that.
No, that is.
Because then you go in knowing next to nothing because because the marketing, even as much as they've shown, are still hiding things in the shots that they show. So I think that's great. But yeah, so that's our video here that we got today talking about how Captain Marvel leads into Avengers Endgame. The hype just gets more and more real.
Does it ever.
We are just under 2 months away from Avengers Endgame. I am beyond excited, and I know you are too. All right, so that's it. That's the video that we got for today. I'm Caboose.
I'm Eddie the Answer.
And once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support, and I would really appreciate it. And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook. The links are in the description. Drop me a like if you enjoyed it, leave me a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new.
That's a wrap.